Hello, and thank you for accessing this on-demand info session about how to become a teacher at Lewis & Clark through the elementary program in the full-time cohort. My name is Dr. Linda Griffin, and in this brief video with a few slides, I'd like to tell you some important features about our program, as well as how you can apply. So first of all, the full-time program is 1 year. It begins in June and ends in June. In that short amount of time, you'll earn a Master of Arts degree in teaching, and you'll be qualified for the Oregon teaching license at the elementary level. The full-time cohort meets on campus and in person and includes an extensive field-based practicum, which I'll say more about on another slide. There is a note here about the part-time elementary cohort, which is exclusively available to district employees. If that's something you're interested in, please contact me directly, and my email's right on the screen. So why would you choose Lewis & Clark's program? Well, we think there are a lot of really great reasons. First and foremost, we're deeply committed to social justice. When you graduate with an MAT from our program, you'll leave with a clear sense of how to enact social justice teaching in an elementary classroom. You'll feel empowered to drive change in education and to create lasting impacts in children's lives. We don't just talk about it, we're going to immerse you in ideas about best practices in teaching, especially for social justice. We amplify diverse voices. So this is just a small collection of the text that you'll use while you're in the program. We also have a reputation for academic excellence. Our graduates will tell you this is a rigorous program because we attend to two facets. We want you to have content preparation as well as professional preparation. By content preparation, we mean broad subject area knowledge that includes specific pedagogical content knowledge about how to teach kids in ways that they will best be able to learn. The professional preparation means you'll take some education courses and you'll have a robust student teaching practicum. So that coursework that I mentioned, the subject-specific teaching methods, are in all of the content areas that elementary teachers are required to teach. But that's not enough. You need to know a lot more to be a great teacher. You need to know about child development, classroom management, culturally responsive teaching, meeting the needs of special education students in the general education classroom, and you need to know about our profession, the social, historical, and ethical perspectives on education. Now, that year-long practicum that I mentioned previously, our student teaching includes a placement in a classroom where you'll be with the same teacher and the same kids for the entire year. We know from experience that that's the very best way to help you prepare to take on your own classroom the following year. Over time, you'll take over more and more responsibilities in your classroom until near the end, you'll be the teacher of record for what we call the solo teaching experience for 6 weeks. Our graduates tell us that the solo teaching is a transformative experience that really prepares them for their own classroom teaching. We also have a cohort structure. We know that being in a cohort allows you to build relationships, professional and personal, that will sustain you through not just this year, but your first years of teaching. And then, of course, we're located in Portland, which is a beautiful city with so much to do. So who is a Lewis & Clark MAT student? Well, it's someone who's passionate about serving children, someone who wants to make a difference in the world, someone who's committed to social justice. And if that's you, let me tell you how you can apply. Our application opens in October, and we're open until we are full. We suggest that you apply before April 1st because in that way you'll be prioritized for the scholarship awards that we are able to distribute. The application includes several things. You'll see that list right there. You'll also see what those are specifically when you enter our application portal. So what is the cost? That's an important question. Here's the estimated tuition for 2023. Listed below that are the scholarships that I mentioned. And if you have your application in before April 1st, you will be eligible to be recommended for one of those scholarships. Something interesting about our scholarships is that you don't have to apply for them. As we review your application, we identify whether or not you might be eligible for one of those awards. So do you want to know more? Well, you can contact our financial aid office. Kelsey in the financial aid office works with graduate students, so please reach out to her. You could talk to our admissions director, Rebecca Sexton Lee. Her email is right there as well. My contact information is right there. And then below that is the contact information for Liza Finkel, our secondary program director. You may be thinking about, well, maybe elementary or maybe secondary, and we have a very similar program that will prepare you to be a secondary teacher, that is middle or high school teacher, in a single content area, and Liza would be your best contact to learn more about that. Well, thank you again for joining me for this brief set of slides. I hope that you are interested in joining our cohort. If so, please reach out. I'm happy to set up an individual meeting with you by phone, by Zoom, or you could come in person and see our beautiful campus. Thank you.